Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome the management and thank them for giving us this opportunity to host the con call. I would now hand over the call to the management for the opening remarks. Over to you, gentlemen.
Good afternoon and very warm welcome to all participants. I am sure you must have had an opportunity to see our results. I would now take you through the results for the quarter ended 30th June 2018. Company earned a total revenue of 744.444 crores in the current quarter as against 878.90 crores in the same quarter last year. Revenue during the quarter has been down by 15% as the shipments worth rupees 200 crores were lying at the port and shipped in July 2018. Due to our brand strength, lower cost of material consumed, higher price realization both in exports and domestic, and other cost control efficiencies, we achieved a EBITDA margin of 24.62% as compared to 23.91% in the same period last year. EBITDA margin increased by 71 basis points. We earned a EBITDA of 183.25 crore in this quarter. We made a PBT margin of 20.05% at rupees 149.26 crore during the quarter as compared to PBT margin of 18.75% at rupees 164.79 crore in the same period last year. PBT margin increased by 130 basis points. PAT margin also improved by 62 basis points from 12.82% in June 2017 to 13.44% in June 2018 quarter. And we earned a profit as compared to 109 crore in the last year. We earned a profit of 100 crore total. So now I would request our CMD Sri Anil Mittalji to take you through the industry developments. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everybody. Due to good monsoon and with the increase of MSP, there has been a little upsurge in the market, and the crop prospects have also increased. As far as the new crop is concerned, the sowing has been very good, but it is too early to mention that what would be the outcome of the crop. The real position would be clear somewhere around 20th August, somewhere near around 20th of August. At the moment, the prices are stable. They are ranging between the price of around 66, 67 rupees for parboiled, 74, 75 for white rice at the moment. Any question, I will be more happy to answer them. This is the market scenario.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question-answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We take the first question from the line of Puneet Mittal from Global Core Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for the time. First question, I think there's a lot of noise in the market regarding the Iran market. As far as I understand, KRBL is not heavily dependent on the Iran market. So some clarity around there and your thoughts around there would be very helpful.
Let me tell you, as far as Iran is concerned, there was a notification from the rice importers of Iran that from 22nd of July, Iran will ban import of basmati rice or any type of rice from the market. But as far as government is concerned, about 3 days back only we got a clarification from our embassy from Iran that there is no such notification as such from the government of Iran of banning rice from 22nd of July. But yes, because of the sanctions of the Trump administration, there are little bit rumors that after any payment which is to be received after 5th or 7th of August might be problematic, but still that is not been confirmed by the bank. Therefore, to say with authentication anything about Iran is a bit difficult because of the mail which we received about 3 days back from our embassy, officially denying that there is no notification or instruction from the government of Iran to ban import of rice into Iran after 22nd July, and still the bankers are not confirming the effect of Trump's administration of sanctioning that how the payments will be effected forthwith. So therefore, as far as Iran is concerned, shipments are going as regularly, but they have slowed down definitely because people have one doubt in the mind that if the payments are receded after the 5th of August, what would be the fate of the payment? That is the Iran position.
So in that context, what do you think will be the impact on KRBL in terms of our overall export this year? How much percentage impact do you think will have?
Let me tell you, we have been discussing for last 15 days. I've spoken to Iran also, I've spoken to various other competitors also, to our government also, to Ministry of Commerce also. If we look at Iran, every year in the month of August, September, there is a ban, because for 2 months that ban remains, because they have to safeguard the interest of their own farmer, because same in September there also crop comes. So September, October are the 2 months where normally it is seen there are no exports to Iran. That's number one. Number two, there are 2 items which cannot be stopped for export. One is essential commodities like rice and other commodities, and other is the medicine, emergency medicine. Whenever there have been sanctions on Iran, these 2 commodities, food, in particular rice, and other is the medicine, they have an alternative arrangements whereby Iran cannot stop it. And let me tell you about Iran one thing more. Their total consumption of rice is 3.2 million tons. They used to grow 2 million tons, 1.2 used to be the import. Now because urbanization and all their own problems, this year their deficit is around 1.5 million tons. So the country cannot wait for sanctions. There has to be some concession and relaxation as far as food is concerned.
Okay, that's very helpful. But just in case, what's the percentage of our total export is to Iran? Let's say
that is what actually our exposure to Iran, if you take last 5 years export, is just 4 to 5%. So KRBL exposure to Iran is not much if you look at the previous 5 years.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much. Just one more question. I remember you mentioned in your previous calls that the cash on the balance sheet, you've been waiting or you're looking for some acquisition. What's the status on that? And if there's any progress, and if not, what?
Looking for what?
Acquisition.
Acquisition, he's saying. No. No, we are still. It is under progress. It is not finalized anything.
Okay. So you do not have any plans for the cash right now. You'll wait until something is finalized.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Ayush Mittal from Mittal & Company. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. So, in continuation to the previous participant question, there were some articles about payment issues from Iran also. Is that true, or that that worry is not there?
No, there was an issue. That issue was belonging to one particular private trade. His name was Mohsin. He has definitely, there is a problem with his payment. There's a huge payment of about 10 or 12 or maybe 15 different exporters still hold up in Iran. And our association and the government is trying to help us out to take out that payment from that private source. Otherwise, things are working normal, payments are coming, goods are going. It's only one party which has got a very big chunk of money, and this is not known to us at least that how much is left over or what is there. About 4 months back or 3 months back, that amount was around 700 to 800 crore rupees, let me tell you. KRBL, there is no exposure to that. No, we have no exposure at all. We do under letter of credit, we do a safe business. But touch wood, let me tell you, in the last 20 years, there has not been a single bad debt as far as export or domestic is concerned.
Sure, great. And so, about export to Europe, there were some articles that Europe has tightened the pesticide, the import duty pesticide issue. Anything on that? Any comments on that?
No, that is a problematic area for the whole country. We used to export, when I say we, means the country, I'm not talking of the country figures. We used to import around 350,000, 325,000 tons of rice, out of which 50,000 used to be a traditional variety of basmati rice and 275,000 used to be Pusa basmati rice. Now there is a problem that there is a fungicitis known as tricyclozole, and that they have reduced it from 001 to 0001. It means they have reduced it by 100 times, that tricyclozole. For that reason, since January up till now, the exports to Europe of Pusa is hardly 25,000-30,000 tons. And rest there is a setback to Pusa basmati rice exports to Europe. There is a concern, and due to that concern, this year the association level, we have done a lot of hard work educating the farmer not to use certain pesticide which can create this problem of tricyclozole. So we have been sanctioned by APIDA a total revenue of 2 crore rupees, and plus the private trade is also spending from their pocket. I hope this year this tricyclozole issue in the coming season, we should get rid away by at least 50%. I cannot say 100%, but by 50%. But this year, yes, I agree, there is hardly any export. For example, last year we exported about 30,000, 25,000 tons of brown rice to Europe, and this year it is hardly 500 tons only in this year. So we have lost that 25, but instead of 25, we have done at least an export of 10 to 12,000 tons of traditional basmati. So we have a net quantum loss of about 10 to 12,000 tons.
And so this is for which period?
From January up to now. See, we are talking of January up to now.
Okay, yeah, okay. And so there was also an announcement by you in the interview today that China market has been opening up and you have been qualified. Any numbers that you want to share on that? How big is this opportunity, or what kind of numbers are you looking at?
See, let me tell you, China is still an unpredictable country, though the ministry and the PM House himself are really working very hard that China start imports basmati rice as well as non-basmati rice. As far as basmati rice, they have already cleared about 12 rice mills from India, out of which KRBL is one of them. And there is a delegation. It was supposed to leave on 31st of July, which has now been postponed for 10th or 15th of August. Previously, it was the delegation was to go along with the PM, that delegation, but now certain changes have been made. But definitely within August, before 15th of August, a delegation is going, and we are hopeful that some business of basmati rice might be concluded there.
Okay.
This is the Chinese position.
And sir, some comments on the price trend of the basmati rice. Like over last a few months, we had seen the prices go up. What is the status now? And expectation going forward?
Yeah, see, basmati rice. See, there are 3-4 varieties, but I'm talking of the variety which is majoritarily, that is parboiled 1121, because all are reflected to that. The prices in the beginning started with 58, 59 rupees. They shot up to 73, 74 rupees. Today they are at 65, 66 rupees. Recently, about 15 days back, they went as high as up to 68 rupees. Now they have stabilized around 65, 66 rupees. That is the pricing scenario at the moment. But since the new crop is expected from October middle or October end, I think so there is a pressure on the prices of basmati rice. But these prices could sustain, because when the government recently announced MSP of increase by 200 rupees in non-basmati rices, it has got effect on the basmati rice also, because they are brother and sisters only as far as rice is concerned. So those prices have sustained themselves at a price level of 66, 67. Moreover, there is hardly any carry forward. Today, if a fresh order of 100,000, 150,000 comes into the market for shipment up to October, these prices can jump again above 70, 72. So there is hardly any stock which can restrain the prices. Prices can go up, prices cannot go down. That is number second position. Number 3 is the rains are very good, the sowing is very good. We are expecting a price of between 28 to 30 rupees, this we are expecting. Previously, we used to say the price will be not more than 26, 27. Because of the 2 rupee MSP increase in the non-basmati rice, we feel that the price should remain between 28 to 30. And if that is the price of the new paddy, then definitely business will also come and we will be able to do better over last year.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Varun Goenka from Reliance Capital. Please go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. I had a question on the exports since we were talking about that. Can you give us some volume outlook for the next 2 years? Adani has gone and bought the Mosin brand, is what was reported in media. So the trade between India and Iran, 1 million ton, does that get impacted by Adani buying this brand, which is I hear 25% quantity importer?
Let me clear you 2 things. That brand is not purchased by Adani. It has been purchased by Wilmar. And we know that Wilmar is a partner of Adani as far as oil is concerned in India. But this does not give them an assurance that they are going to buy rice also from Adani. Okay. Yes, because of the partner, they have definitely advantage that they will first discuss with Adani, but they have also talking to other 3-4 major players, because what they have told Adani that 50% we can buy on a production basis and 50% on the trading base. So things are not clear. That is number 1. Number 2, this Wilmar has purchased this brand from Mosin. And Mosin has sold this brand because he has already cheated dozens of people in India, and they have people have still to receive big money from Mosin. As far as Mosin brand is concerned, they have been in the market for quite long, and their system of sale has been, as we say in Gujarati, topi gumana. They used to buy, let us say, $1,000 and sell it at $1,000 only, and whatever used to be expenses, because they had decided not to pay to the Indian market. So they were actually the spoilers of that brand, spoilers of the other brand in Chinese market, in Iran market. So it is still too early to say which way Wilmar will go, what is their strategy, and how they are going to go. But definitely one thing is there, that Wilmar is quite strong in oil over there, their partners and all who have opted them to buy this brand. But it is too early, I think, so the picture would be clear somewhere in September. That is number one. Number two, this Mohsin used to buy approximately 200,000 ton of rice from India. Whereas Wilmar has come out to say, the very first year we might go for just 100,000. And I do not know, they will go for 100,000 or they will go lesser or they will go more. But this has got nothing, this is not going to impact the Indian market at all, because the total basmati market for Iran is anything between 1 million to 1.1 million.
Okay, that's very. Sir, कुछ volume outlook पे clarify कर सकें next 2 years, and realization difference between traditional and pusa क्या है? आपने बोला Europe.
See, we have three major varieties which have been exported out of India. One is the traditional variety, which is dying, which used to be 100% export in 1990s and 1995. Because of their yield per acre, which is 9 quintal, 10 quintal compared to pusa, which is 15 quintal, compared to 1121, which is 18 quintal, compared to 1509, which is 20 quintal. It is dying because farmer doesn't get the price double or 2.5 times over other varieties of basmati rice. So that particular segment is dying. But still there is an export, but that export may be of total production of India, not more than 5%, 7%. That is the position. The major export, which is more than 50% out of India, is 1121. Yes. That is the majority of the export, and the crop cultivation and production is also accordingly the same. Today, whatever, let us say, I'm talking of paddy. Let us say rice totally we grow around 6 million ton. Out of that 6 million ton, according to our assessment and government and APIDA figures, 4 million ton alone is 1121. And rest in 2 million ton is Pusa, Sugandha, 1509 and other. This year, because last year people got a very good price of 1509, Punjab has, I think so, reduced its cultivation 10 to 15% of 1121 and have gone to 1509. Overall, this year the production would be 6 million ton plus of basmati rice. Okay. Yeah.
This is next maybe 2 years ka volume assessment agar aap de sakte.
See, according to us, as far as international market is concerned, it is about 6%. There has to be jump. That's number one. And number two, it all depends upon that what is the reaction of China, because if China starts, then definitely it will be a market of 300,000-400,000 tons, maybe from 3 years from now or 4 years from now. That will become a big market, because today they are buying a big quantity of Thai fragrant rice. But yes, lot of rice, basmati is being smuggled from Hong Kong. So looking that scenario, I feel that the very first year we should export 50,000 ton. Subsequently, it will increase to 3 times or 4 times. That is China. Now another problem has come that all the Middle East countries are disturbed, whether it is due to Trump's sanction, maybe it is due to their own internal reasons. For example, Iraq. Iraq is a very big buyer. They buy about 400 to 450,000 ton of rice, basmati rice every year. But payment is a problem from Iraq. That is why I do not know that this year we will be able to achieve those quantities or not. Yemen is another place where there is a disturbance. Then there are many countries which have come in, OPEC countries, where there is a big demand like Libya, Algeria, Syria, Lebanon. There are many countries which fall under OPEC. There is a problem there. Now see, to tell you today itself, if let me tell you everything goes very good and these all sanctions are removed and things are come to their normal situation, India can export at least 25% more what is our 4 instead of 4 to 5 million. But every time there are some restrictions or the other which make the figure back to 4 million only. This is the position.
Okay. Just on the industry side, I wanted to understand. On one hand, abhi Adani hai, ITC hai, maybe Patanjali, I don't know, is entering or intent dikhaya unhone, though they don't have any back-end experience. But and on the other side, several players have gone bankrupt. Several brands out of the market, several weaker companies have gone. So does that make an opportunity for KRBL because of its leadership, brand maybe, distribution maybe, procurement maybe? Does that make it us much more stronger for volume growth? How does
I think so Anup will answer this question. Definitely, you see from last 2 years, if you say it's Nielsen data, my market penetration was 26 to 29. From last year, it was 29 to 36. So because of, one is the GST and other is because of GST, many brands are out of the market. Now, if you see, there are only 2 brands which are mainly in the market, is India Gate and Dawat. If you talk of Adani also, Adani has got a 4% share, Kohinoor has got a 3-4% share. I mean, if you talk of 2 people only, they hold more than 60% of the share. But definitely, there is an advantage on India Gate, there's no doubt about it. And let me tell you, let me add, when you talk of Adani, Patanjali, this McCormick, Kohinoor in the domestic market, or any other brands, they have no market abroad. Let me tell you, as on date, Adani has no market abroad. I do not know what is their exports in a private label, but I have been to every market, and especially in the Gulf, which imports about 65 to 70% of our basmati is the Gulf, including personal Gulf. There is no recognition of these brands with a Patanjali or Adani or your McCormick or anybody. That's point number 1. I just wanted to Anup tell them about the export. Now tell them about this financial scenario of the segment. Financial. They told now all the mills are becoming NPAs and all. What is it? Hello. Anup, should I tell or you tell? You tell. See, let me tell you what has happened. This was a totally unorganized sector. Way back up to 2000, it was reserved under small-scale sector. So if you go from on GT Road from Delhi up to Amritsar, both sides there were hundreds of rice mills. Totally there are more than about 3,000 rice mills in Punjab and Haryana, out of which 300 mills are on basmati rice. Now these mills were registered under small-scale sector because the government of India way back in 1994-93 decided that we want to recognize this basmati export as a niche product, and they came all the way, opened the coffers of the banks, the government of India, give money to the basmati people and the agriculture sector for the export. So the man who has not dreamed that what is 10 crore or what is 50 crore, they got the limits of 100 crore, 200 crore. They couldn't dream even 10, 20 crores. So from 95 up to 2008, the coffers were opened, the government coffers, and they got money and money. Any Dick, Tom and Harry, you go to Punjab, you go to Haryana, even small places in UP or anywhere, what is your limit? 50 crore, 100 crore. 100 and 200 crore became as it is a peanut or grown on the trees. What it resulted that everybody entered into overtrading, everybody's aspiration increased, they diversified the funds into real estate and many other places, with the result that many companies which I used to say about 20 years back, no, they are the real pillars of the Indian basmati industry, they vanished. And the first company to vanish from India was a brand called Pari. I don't know whether you have heard that name or not. from Amritsar.
Due to NPA, KRBL will get a benefit.
That I'm telling you why I'm telling them why they are, then I'll tell them, Anup. So these were the result of becoming NPAs. And the reason was that, see, paddy comes for 3 months. Paddy comes for 3 months. And the total paddy purchase has to be done during the 3 months. Now for KRBL, whatever we buy paddy, we have a 2 years program. We know what we are going to buy, we are going to sell, and at this price what we are going to sell, because we are in a position to dictate our pricing based on our brands. Whereas all the people, they are playing a speculative games. When they are playing the speculative games, that they do not know to whom they are going to sell, whether they will be able to liquidate the stocks or not, and what is going to happen, and that is the reason this whole industry has gone into bad shape. That's number one. Now, as far as KRBL is concerned, let me tell you, in agriculture, you cannot be totally an open-minded man. Every week everybody who is involved in the business, our whole group, including our purchase manager, everybody in the company, maybe 10, 15 people, we sit together, we decide what is the price, how much to be purchased, how much not to be purchased, at what price to be purchased. So we have a very dedicated control on ourselves in spite of having a good bank limit and in spite of having our own reserves. The company has good rich reserves and we have good limit. Many a years it has happened, bankers coming to us, why you are not utilizing your limits to the full extent and all that. So it is not that we are closing our eyes and buying the goods. That is the reason of our success, and that is the reason we are far better than the trade. That's number one. Number two, because others have become sick, what would be the advantage? The advantage would be that the people, those who used to spoil the market at the auction time in October, November, December, the market will be stabilized. It will not behave in a roller coaster manner. That advantage we will get.
So just a final question is, apna Saudi Arabia distribution remains unchanged, intact completely?
It is definitely unchanged. We are with them for last 35 years and we are doing good business with them. There are many people who are approaching us because our brands are good. But as of now, we are not doing any change. But need be, we have got 5-6 people who are ready to take over our brands.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you so much, sir. Anilji and Anupji.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Amit Rupan, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. This is Amit Rupani here. I'm an individual investor. I don't remember whether it was Anilji or Anupji who mentioned in last earnings call that true challenge for KRBL is going from 450,000 ton volume to 1 million volume in next 7 to 10 years, right? And currently KRBL is fully focused on increasing volume and increasing market share to maybe 50%. So my question is, can you please share some insights as to how does the management plans to raise volume from current levels of 450,000 tons to maybe 1 million and, also increase the market share to 50%. So any insights as to what the high-level strategy is would be very helpful.
You see, when we talk of the volumes, we say we have a milling capacity, we have the full infrastructure. It is only the marketing, we have to look at the marketing to increase our volumes. Backhand is very strong, financials are very strong. One part we have to look at the marketing of rice. And we say in next 4 or 5 years we will act accordingly and may take it up to 1 million ton in another 6-7 years. Yeah.
No, we always tell them, last time what you told them is right,
that we've told them today the consumption of basmati rice in India is 2%, which is going to increase. That scenario you gave them, then in next 4 or 5 years, the consumption of basmati will increase in domestic market with many folds. Yeah, market will increase. That maybe India or abroad market will increase. But the point here is that KRBL, the back-end infrastructure is too good, and we are 100% at place to give about to mill and to market, can market up to 1 million ton of rice.
Okay, so management is reasonably confident of, achieving 1 million volume in next future, right? Maybe 5 to 7 years. But we have all the back-end support and financial stability is what you are saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And my second question is that my understanding is that, and also help me to further understand this process, that rice aging is a complicated process, right? So I wanted to check what is the average % of rice inventory that would go bad in any given year, right? And what I mean is rice inventory loss because of, maybe fungus or any other reasons that can cause it to go bad. So if you can give me a rough estimate of what is the average % of rice inventory that would go bad, would be estimate.
In my career of 20 years, nothing has gone bad. It's 0%.
Okay. So at KRBL, we don't have any inventory loss.
No, nothing.
While aging process.
Goes bad. Why should it go bad? No.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from my side. Good luck.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Shashin Kuradia from Miratur Enterprises. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. As per our readings, the management of KRBL is one of the best transparent management we have understood. In this context, there are some rumors in the market that there are some more litigations or cases of some departments on KRBL. I particularly wish that the management of KRBL is of extremely good quality. So these rumors should be quashed. So can you please make us understand about this?
There are no litigation. There are no litigation which are undisclosed, number one. Number two, if you are saying the rumors to be quashed, you tell me how to quash a rumor. What can we do about rumors? But there is no litigation on KRBL and or promoters of the company which is not disclosed in the stock exchange.
That's great of you, sir. Thank you very much. This is the thing which was concerned. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thank you.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Resha Haria from Greenedge Wealth Services. Please go ahead.
Hi. Can you please elaborate on what has led to the 15% decline in sales for this quarter?
Yeah, Mr. Mehrotra in the opening remark told you that about 200 crore cargo was lying at the Kandla port and it could not be shipped in the month of June. And it was shipped in July, first week, so that 200 crore top line will come in the second quarter. It is just a shifting from first quarter to second quarter.
But was this a one-off or, any specific reason which led to this delay? And
No, let me tell you. See, every year what has happening, this Ramzan and Eid is being preponed by 1 month. If you see, every year, next year the Ramzan and they will fall in April and May. This year they fall in May and June. So what happens, especially in the month of June, though we had a lot of cargo lying at Kandla to be exported, because for 8 or 10 days Saudi is closed and many of these countries are closed. So that is the reason this particular month, the June was little weaker month, and it will reflect in July what just now Arunji and Mehrotraji told you, that goods were lying at port.
And what was the volume that we did for this particular quarter versus the last quarter?
Volume number you can note. In domestic, we did 70,645 metric ton as compared to 68,170 metric ton last year. In value terms, we did 379.57 crore as compared to 352.07 crore same period last year. So average realization for domestic has increased from 51,646 rupees per metric ton to 53,729 rupees per metric ton. In exports, we did the total the numbers of 29,016 metric ton as compared to 54,383 metric ton last year. In value terms, it is 268.05 crore as compared to 439.00 crore. And in per metric ton, realization has increased from 80,724 rupees per metric ton last year to 92,380 rupees per metric ton in the current period. The only differences come because that around 200 crore worth of goods were lying at the port and could not be saved. Otherwise, our numbers would have been much better in every aspect. Our realization is better. Our domestic sale is better. In exports, just because of this number there. In power we have done better. From 37 crore, the total revenue has increased to 38 crore. Rice bran sale has also increased. Rice bran oil sale has increased almost double. Seed business has done better. For oil and for alcohol business has done better. So we have done better in all other fronts, except that shipment could not go, so that's why. Otherwise, we would have been better, higher by 100 crore in the current year.
So I believe in the last con call you had guided for a 10 to 15% kind of volume growth for 2018-19. So are we on track to deliver that kind of a double-digit volume growth number for this year?
Yeah. There can be up to 10%. Yeah, we are looking at 10-12%.
Okay. And if you look at the financial year 2017-18, the inventory days went up by almost 40 days, which led to the working capital shooting up. So any particular reason for a sharp jump in inventory days?
Inventory days in the value terms has gone up because cost of the raw material procured in the 17-18 was higher. From average of 25 rupees in 16-17, it went up to 32 rupees in 17-18. That is the reason in value terms you are seeing the higher inventory. In quantity terms, the inventory remains almost same.
And then, with reference to the media article, that appeared, so do we still continue to do business with, Mr. Omar, who I suppose is the distributor for our UAE business? And how much business have we done with them in the past?
No, we are doing okay. You tell. Balsharab is our distributor in Saudi Arabia, and we are still doing business with them. And in the past also, we have done a big business with them. We don't face any problem. Why should we stop with them? They are doing business. We are sending them documents. They are paying our payments. We are doing payment. We are doing business with them.
All right. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, I would like to remind all participants, please limit your question to one per participant. You may come back in the question queue if you have a follow-up, as we have people waiting for their turn. Next question is from the line of Pankaj Popre from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Sir, can you please repeat the numbers, volume and realization numbers?
Yes, sure. Anyone you have a doubt, or I should repeat the whole?
Please repeat all of them. I missed them.
In domestic sales, current quarter we did 70,645 metric ton as compared to 70,645 metric ton as compared to 68,170 metric ton last year.
Right.
In value terms, we did 379.57 crore as compared to 352.07 crore last year. 352.07 crore.
Okay.
Our average realization has increased from 51,646 rupees per metric ton to 53,729 rupees per metric ton.
51,647
to 53,729.
729. Okay.
Okay. In export, in the current quarter, we have done 29,016 metric ton.
Right.
As compared to 54,383 metric ton last year.
Okay.
In value terms, we did 268.05 crore as compared to 439 crore last year.
Right.
Our average realization has increased from 80,724 rupees per metric ton for export to 92,380 rupees per metric ton in the current period.
92,382
rupees per metric.
80, and from that, 80,700 last year same period.
724 से बढ़ के 92,380 हो गया.
Sure. Thank you. So one more question regarding the expansion in non-rice segment. I would like to know more about your plans.
You mean to say non-basmati rice?
Yes, non-basmati too, and the other segments which are beyond rice, if any.
We have entered quinoa and health segments.
Right, I was referring about the same.
Yeah. So still market is quite, it's in a developing stage, and I think it's a long-term process. And we think within the next 2-3 years we'll grab a good market. It's not an overnight scenario where quinoa, chia seed and flax seed. So we are started marketing it, but it's a long-term process. It will take 2-3 years to settle the market.
Right. And how about non-basmati segment?
Non-basmati we are actually dealing in a high-quality non-basmati rice like jeera rice, Govind Bhog, kolam rice, which are sold at 100 rupees plus, and we are getting a good response, especially from South India. And we are doing well.
So how was the revenue share from this segment in this quarter?
That I'll ask Mr. Malhotra to send you the mail or something. It will be difficult on the phone to tell you.
Okay, sure, sir. Sure. I'll connect with him.
Yeah.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Kashyap Zaveri from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Mr. Kashyap Zaveri, I'm
Hello?
sorry to interrupt. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Within exports, you gave, this volume numbers.
No, still the voice is low.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Within exports, can you give us a breakup of basmati within the export volumes and realization?
Yeah, sure. I can. You can note down?
Yeah.
We did 25,237 metric ton of basmati.
Okay.
At a total value of 248.71 crore.
Okay.
And 3,779 metric ton of non-basmati at a total value of 19.34 crore.
Right.
Average realization of basmati has increased from 81,651 rupees to 98,550 rupees per metric ton.
Okay.
That is a very big jump.
Okay. And basmati same quarter last year? Volume number, if you can give.
I told you, no? 52,912 metric ton last year, basmati numbers, and the value is 432.03 crore.
Okay. Second question is on your domestic number. After many quarters we have seen volume growth, though very marginal. Has the HoReCa channel probably back on stream, or there is still issues with respect to that GST number?
No, HoReCa, you see, we are still facing GST problem in HoReCa segment, But my one particular SKU, which is Unity brand, is doing very well in the Horeca segment.
Okay.
And the jump of 2% is not due to Horeca. It is due to our consumer pack, which is, as per India Gate brand, is more and more being sold in modern trade and GT. That is due to that.
Okay. So Horeca would still have...
Mr. Saveri, I'm so sorry to interrupt. May I please request you to use the handset mode?
Am I audible now? I'm actually on handset only. Probably I'm just a little away from my problem. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying the Horeca would have still declined during the quarter on Y&Y basis, is it?
Horeca must have been declined by 2-3%, 5%.
Okay.
But the increase is from the consumer angle.
Okay.
Consumer pack.
Yeah. And final question is that can you give us, paddy and rice inventory at the end of Q1 and the costing?
Yeah, sure. We have paddy inventory of 1,64,281 metric ton. And the average price is 31,299 rupees per metric ton.
Sorry, I didn't get that number.
1,64,281 metric ton.
Okay.
Paddy. And the average price is 31,299 rupees per metric ton.
Okay.
Okay.
Rice?
Rice. We have 3,47,402 metric ton. And the average price is 45,436 rupees per metric ton.
45,000?
436 rupees per metric ton.
Okay. Just one last question, if I can squeeze in. We were supposedly, we were supposed to have a, sort of a big order from Iran after, a bit of lull last year. Now, given the sanction thing, which is, going around with respect to Iran, does that order get executed this year, or there is any sort of confusion over there?
No, it will be executed this year only.
Okay. That's it from my side, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Manish Bhandari from Vallum Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Sir, my question is regarding the challenge you are facing in quinoa market to expand the market and our market share. So if you could give me some highlight that how you are addressing those challenges, and what is the size of opportunity in quinoa? It is growing significantly, and I see a lot of people importing quinoa and expanding the business in India, while we would have a lot better chance to expand the market in India with our domestic brand and our domestic distribution strength.
Yeah. You see, you are right, there's no national brand of quinoa in India today. Except India Gate, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we are selling quinoa. But I tell you, still the market is not that matured. As per our calculation, the total market is about 1,000 to 1,200 tons. And first we started the market wherein our MRPs are quite high. We kept the MRPs at the market level at around 800 to 900 rupees a kg. Now we have reduced the price to around 400, 450 rupees a kg. And now market is getting picked up. Today we have reached to about 10 to 15% of market share. And I think we can go up to 30% of market share. If we go up to 30% also, then we can grow only up to 300-400 tons of quinoa in the Indian market. Market has to grow. The education of consuming quinoa should go up. And we are doing a lot of social media work on quinoa. And it is a long process. I don't think it is an overnight process. It will take 3-4 years to get the people educated about quinoa.
Thank you. Sir, can I ask you one more question if moderator could allow me?
Yes.
Yeah, my next question is, I see a lot of value addition from Patanjali, even in a product like quinoa, which is a quinoa puff, So is there any thought which has gone into more value addition? Maybe we rise some value addition on snack category, and you have enough capital today and as well as enough profits. So rather than paying taxes, maybe 50 crore of investment in these brands would have definitely changed with a 3 or 4 year view.
Yeah, we are looking at it. We have a full team from NIFTEM, and we are looking at snacks. Our R&D is working on it. We are looking at it. It's not that we are not looking. We are looking at it, and decision may take some time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Amit Agarwal, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon. My question is regarding power sector. Last time we were told that you have stopped investing, taking new projects in power because of the market condition. Has the market condition improved? And if there's no further investments, do you think that the growth in the power sector will slow down? Is revenue growth and profit growth regarding the power sector only?
You see, power sector has not improved, and I don't foresee any investment in power sector because as per my calculation, IRR doesn't come. So we don't expect any. I don't expect any investment in power sector.
So for in next 2 3 years, the growth and the profit will be stagnant, or you expect any growth over there also?
I couldn't follow your question.
Like year to year, any growth would be there in power sector or no?
The growth is whatever capital asset is already there. We are getting around 100 CR of revenue from power. So unless we improve, we will keep on getting this revenue in power sector of 100 crores only.
Only that only.
Yeah.
Question is, what is the effect of GST for our products? Has it affected the market conditions? What about the India Gate brand as such? Is it positive effect or negative effect?
No, it's neutral. Actually, India Gate is paying GST, but the brand is so strong that we are able to consume the GST and pass on the GST to the consumer. So the effect is somewhat better because a lot of brands are vanished from the market because of GST. So it is a positive for India Gate.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Varun Goenka from Reliance Capital. Please go ahead.
So all my questions answered. Just one small thing. Can we use our India Gate brand for all non-basmati?
I'm so sorry to interrupt, Mr. Goenka. We are unable to hear you.
Hello. Is my voice clear?
Yes.
Yes. Just one small question regarding our brand positioning. Can we use this India Gate brand for all our non-basmati and also our snack category that might come up in the future?
That is a thing of discussion. No, I can't answer you. I mean, it's management has to think. We have to think. We have to discuss this matter.
अच्छा, non-basmati में अपने अभी India Gate brand के अंदर नहीं कर रहे हैं क्या?
नहीं, देखिए India Gate जो ये specialty non-basmati rice high quality which I am saying selling 100 plus to the consumer, I am doing in India Gate only.
Okay. नहीं, बस ये clarify करना. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Pankaj Bhopre from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Sir, I missed the basmati numbers. Can you please repeat it?
The closing stock?
Not the inventory. The basmati sales, exclusive basmati sales.
Basmati has got two types of sales. One is export and one is domestic.
Yeah, but after you just mentioned it, 248 crore for this quarter.
This is domestic.
Domestic. Yeah. Can you please repeat those?
Yeah, this is quantity is 25,237 metric ton. And the value is 248.71 crore.
Right. And
this is export number, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
These are the export numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Export, yeah.
Okay.
And And non-basmati export is 3,779 metric ton.
3,700?
79 metric ton. And the value is 19.34 crore.
19.34 crore.
And domestic is 70,645 metric ton.
Can you please repeat? 70?
70645. 70,645.
For you, okay.
And the value is 379.57 crore.
379.57 crore. This is for Q1, right? FY19.
Yeah.
And how about FY18?
FY18, the domestic is 68,170 metric ton.
68,000?
170 metric ton.
70 metric ton, right?
And value is 352.07 crore.
352.07.
And export is of basmati 52,912 metric ton.
Right.
And the value is 432.03 crore.
Right.
And non-basmati export is 1471 crore metric ton.
1471.
1,471 metric ton. And the value is 6.97 crore.
0.97 crore. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Kiran Prasad from Karvi Stock. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, in view of the fact that Chinese authority has of late permitted, granted permission with regard to import basmati rice from India, how much sales sales to rest of the world going to be impacted of this development?
About China, you are asking?
Yeah. Chinese government has granted permission with regard to importing rice from India. So how much global sales is going to be impacted of this development?
See, it is too early to guess that how much they are going to import. First, we have to start. We have not yet exported them a single kilo. A delegation is going to China within next 10-15 days. Thereafter only we will be able to evaluate that how much and what type of rice they import. Previously, they gave the permission to only import non-basmati rice. Chinese will import, India can export non-basmati. Now, recently we got information from APIDA, no, there will be a delegation and Chinese have agreed to import even basmati rice. And my assessment is that if they start importing basmati rice, I think of a minimum in a year they will import 50,000 tons. This is my guesswork.
Okay, so you being the leading exporter of basmati rice and also in non-basmati segment, you have got a great brand recall. So, how positive you are of this development?
How
positive you are of this development?
No, it's a good development. Actually, our trade deficits are increasing with China. China has a very big trade surplus. So they have to import things from India. And I'm quite positive that some positive news will come during the delegation visiting China.
Sir, again, in recent past, I came across with one news there in paper that KRBL is going to take over or acquire RE Agro Commodities. So, to what extent there is truth in this?
Actually, we had gone to see that unit. Actually, we have said no to them. We are not interested. Our own production line is so huge. Whereby alone in Punjab, I can mill 1 million ton. I can mill another 250,000-300,000 ton in our UP plant. So when they are so huge, already milling capacities with us. But we just we went there to see how is the plant and what was the reason of the failure. Actually, we had never consented to buy that.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir, for this clarification, sir.
Thank you. We take the next question from the line of Kashyap Zaveri from Emkay Global. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Now, you mentioned about this 200 crore shipment which is lying at Kandla Port, sort of ready to be shipped but was shipped only in July. Now, even if I were to consider that, our export volumes would, in Basmati, probably 46,000 odd tons versus 53,000 tons in the same quarter last year. Now, what could be the reason for that volume decline, even after considering that 200 crore shipment?
See, let me tell you, there are 2-3 reasons as far as volume in exports are concerned. The first reason is that there was a Ramzan during May, June, and there were 10 days holidays and holidays of Eid holidays during June. So June became a 200 crore is about 25,000 tons. No, there is no volume degrowth. No. मैं तो इनको वैसे ही बता रहा हूँ कि reason. You are right. That's why we told you, it would have come 100 crore plus if those shipments would have gone. Yeah.
That is 25,000 tons.
It should be around. We would have done better. It should be around 20,000 tons.
Yeah, that's what so that 20,000 tons plus 29,000.
No, 25. You see, at an average rate of 65 even, it comes to around 26,000 tons.
Okay, because I just simply divided 200 crores by realization of 98,700.
No, it is not 98. The realization of that material which was landing was 70 rupees.
Okay. Okay, you were mentioning one thing about Ramzan, which was about 10 days.
Normally in Ramzan, last year the Ramzan came in the month of July. So July month was a very low month for exports. Okay. This year it will come in May, so May will become in 2018-19, 2019-20, it will be May. That is number one. Number two, we got a setback. We as a company of about 4,000-5,000 ton of brown rice also, which we are unable to sell to Europe.
Okay.
That was also one of the reason. Otherwise, though, if those hits would not have been on KRBL, our export figure for the first quarter could have been fantastic.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this seemed to be the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for their closing comments.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all the questions. We'll be pleased to answer you. Anybody can write to us. We'll be delighted to answer the questions.
Thank you.